I'm intrigued by this because it says to me that this isn't really about Liv and Raquel. The focus isn't on them. They're just adding fuel to the fire, and the fuel to the fire being the inevitable breakup of Bianca and Jade. We
Mm-hmm.
already heard Liv tease it the other night, saying that Jade is just using Bianca as a stepping stool, this, that, and the other thing. I can see this. I saw this coming as soon as they teamed up, to be honest with you. That this, all right, this is just temporary. This isn't going to be like a New Day thing where you're together for 10 years or whatnot. Like, this is building for them to battle it out. Maybe even at WrestleMania, if they really want to push it that soon.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there's at least some room to maybe even push it until, actually, no, WrestleMania is the perfect time to do it. Now that I think about it. Because, yeah, Survivor Series, Royal
Can you
Rumble. Yeah, we have
imagine
3.
Jade versus Bianca at WrestleMania?
Like, bro, I'm telling you, that would be fucking sick.
It would
And
also be a really cool way for them to go kind of like they're not really doing this, but knowing what we know, it could kind of almost be like mentor versus mentee, because that
oh,
was
a
kind of
thousand
it was
percent.
kind of why they paired Jade with Bianca to begin with, just to be like, okay, let's get her acclimated to being in WWE by pairing her with like the most over girl on the roster right now.
I totally agree. I just had a brain blast of a thought. What, and I need to get it out. So, what if because going off of your mentor mentee thing, how soon do you think mid card titles are being introduced to the women's division?
You know what I wouldn't be shocked about?
So I say it.
The Netflix debut. Because they're
Oh,
they're trying to make that Raw like humongous.
oh, that is must see
Yeah.
ass on couch.
Yeah. So I really wouldn't be surprised if they try and do something like on that episode, because that feels huge. That feels like a huge moment for the women's division, and like a huge moment to put on a show that they're trying to gas up as like the best Raw episode ever, or like the biggest one ever. Like Triple H unveiling a new mid card title seems like the
What
perfect
if
place.
what if this is all a mentor mentee for Jade Cargill to become the first women's US champion
Well,
or
and if that's the
women's
case,
intercontinental champion
I would
or
love
whatever?
for them to do that at Mania, like to crown them the first mid card champion at Mania for
That'd be
Raw.
a cool moment.
Yeah, because then it's like
That'd
that
be a cool
could
moment.
mean that they don't have to be enemies necessarily. So that would mean maybe they don't introduce it at Raw. They introduce it like, I don't know, maybe they do it before
Elimination.
Elimination Chamber, and then Elimination Chamber is kind of treated as a way to get in. I don't know, whatever. They'll do it before Mania, but then they'll do a tournament or something, and then it's like, oh my god, it comes down to Jade and Bianca. Like, what are they gonna do? Like it doesn't mean that they have to feud, because if they don't want to do it that way, it could just be like, oh my gosh, we're getting Jade versus Bianca. I don't know that anyone would care if neither one of them was considered a heel. You know what I mean? I feel
No,
like,
it's their stars. At
yeah,
that point, between Bianca and Jade, there's no heel face there. Those are two stars facing off, and that's what you want to have at
yeah.
a pay-per-view
Well,
or a
and that's
big
kind of how
show.
they went about it with Sasha versus
Yes.
Bianca.
Fuck
So,
yes. Oh,
oh, that,
Lash.
yeah,
Oh,
that's not bad.
actually, I'm gonna step back and
Yeah.
that would slap.
That
Lash Legend.
that could be interesting too,
Girl.
because that might bring up some drama with Bianca, because Bianca loses or something and Jade continues. It's the same thing, like mentor seeing the mentee continue and not them. So, definitely would be interesting. I would be into that.